Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back. This is Force, and here today I'd like to talk with you about PvP and how those who engage in it are dicks, apparently. That's what everyone's telling me. That's where people are yelling and screaming and saying you're the worst person ever. Why'd you do? All right, here's the deal. This is why this is coming up. The other day I put up a video talking about going rogue in The Division. It's basically the aspect of engaging in PvP in this game's PvP zone. And I saw a multitude of comments to the effect of, this person's a coward, or apparently the only way you can play this game is to be a dick. And it's at first perplexing to me. How are people getting upset about engaging in PvP in a PvP portion of the game? But after putting some thought into it, I started to come around to the realization as to why this happens in some games more than others, and why people get upset. And maybe just for a moment we can think about the fact that the developers intend for this to happen? No way, they would never make a game where they want us to get upset, except they know that this is gonna happen. So I'd like to talk about that with you guys here today. So the issue is, it not strange that people get bothered by PvP in games that have PvP. If you sit down and say, I'm gonna play this game, I'm going to walk into this portion of this game that has PvP, and oh, if PvP happens, what the hell? Are you kidding me? This is the worst this guy's the worst person ever. Is that not a strange A to B to C? You know, just really think about it. But there's a reason it happens. So you don't see this happening so much in games that are strictly PvP focused. If you play a game, Battlefield 4, Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege, the expectation is that I am going to shoot at other people and they are going to shoot back at me. So when that engagement happens, people don't get upset. It's just part of the game. You literally sign up for it. That is the reason the game exists. People will get upset for other reasons. People will get upset when they get bested, when they feel like they performed poorly, or if someone's just straight up better than them, they'll be bothered and sometimes even claim hacks or tomfoolery because no one can be better than me. I'm the best video gamer ever. People don't get upset in the act of PvP, but things that surround it in strictly PvP games do bother people. I think where we see a lot of issues arise with a game like The Division, and this isn't just, I'm not making an entire video harping on the comments section of one of my other videos. That's ridiculous. I've been in this game long enough. I realize most of the people who type things out are people who are upset or bothered by something, or they just want to air their grievances. People who are just enjoying the video or agree with whatever's happening, they typically won't type. So typically, the comments are just negative stuff. Most of the time, not all the time. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because I've realized this in games. I've realized this in comment sections on subreddits. Don't you dare try to go to the Division subreddit and talk about how to do a good job of being a rogue, because most people are like, I'm rogue hunter, screw those rogues, I'm gonna be the Punisher, I'm a vigilante, all rogues are scum, they're gonna die and go to hell. But I've also noticed this again in games. In, say, MMOs that have an open world experience where other players are there and those other players can engage with you. Talking about stuff like PvP servers in WoW. We're talking about ArcAge in general. We're talking about, again, any game where, here's the thing, PvP is omnipresent, but voluntary. So there are gonna be people who go into that and be like, the PvP is always here, so I'm gonna be PvP. I'm gonna do a PvP. But there's gonna be another portion of people who go into this game and say, I just want to PvE. And sure, other players could attack me, but if they're good people, they won't. No, that's not how it works. That is not how it works. By design, these games inherently have that element of engaging with other people, and you can't get upset at someone for using that portion of the game. That's like getting upset at someone for for resting in the town hall, for killing NPCs for loot, for putting new gear on their character. It's a portion, it is an element of the game. The game is designed with this in mind. But again, as I mentioned, if PvP is omnipresent, but voluntary, not required, not a strict part of the game, that's where you get people who are bothered, because you get people with two different mindsets. So you're gonna have people in The Division who really like the PvE. Yay! I'm gonna shoot some AI, even though they're kind of dumb. After a couple shots, they'll go down. I'm gonna collect the loot. And then do-de-do-de-do-de-do-de-do. We're gonna walk into the dark zone. And there's more loot there, yay! There's also other players, and they could shoot me, but they won't. No. Oh, yes, they will. Yes, they will. Especially if they're incentivized to do so, which they are. And I think here's the kicker of this all, and I think we need to realize this. This is a true fact. I'm not throwing make-believe voodoo witchery at you here. The developer designs these games as such, and they expect those two different types of players to exist. And there's many more, but just generally speaking, those who don't want to engage in that element, and those who do. And they expect us, you, me, to get bothered by it. Why? Because that gets us invested in it. That makes it so that, oh, I don't want to log off right now. This jerk-off just killed me, shot me in the back while I was fighting AI. I'm pissed off. I'm coming back, I'm finding him, and I'm murdering that fool. They expect it. They expect us to get hot and bothered because it gets us invested. It has us continuing to play. It also gives us stories. It's not all malicious. I'm not sitting here and saying they're trying to destroy our lives and to keep us playing 24/7, although if it means we continue to give them money, many companies would personally like that, I'd say. They are creating these experiences, and they're using that psychology to get us invested, to get us bothered, to make us want to stay in this world for whatever reason. And oh boy, is that some sneaky shit, eh? But it makes for good games. It makes for interesting stories. People need to realize this, okay? You just need to realize this, plain and simple. Any game with this omnipresent voluntary PvP is by design built to make the people who don't want to necessarily engage in it all the time frustrated. Those of you who don't want to deal with rogues in the Division, it's designed to make you frustrated. It is. So I think the thing, and I'm not just trying to, this is not like an anti-Care Bear campaign, because in many times, in many games, depending on my mood, the day, whatever, sometimes I want to be a Care Bear. I just want to go and I just want to shoot the AI. Everyone leave me alone. Don't shoot me. No, just shoot me. I don't want to deal with that. I'm like that at times. I've been like that with games entirely. There have been some games where they have people, I don't want to deal with it. Just let me do my thing. Leave me alone. Stop shooting me. That's how I am. If you are one of those people who don't necessarily want to have PvP all the time, but they want to still go in the dark zone, or whatever game we're talking about, this is just one to focus on, but whatever game we're talking about, you just need to expect that some people are going to take advantage of the way this game is designed. The system is built that way. And as I stated earlier, it is literally designed to get you upset. It is. And, again, it's not necessarily malicious. It gets you upset because it gets you invested. It has you continuing to want to play that game. It has you wanting to, oh, that guy shot me. Oh, he must have a better weapon. I'm going to play for 46 hours to 48 hours straight, and I'm going to grind until I get that best weapon. That's what it is. That is what it is. So just realize it going in. And if these are things you don't like, don't play games with voluntary PvP, where other people can do it and you might not. Maybe not play Arcade. Maybe not go into PvP servers. Maybe not go into the Division's Dark Zone. Just realize why this happens. And I understand, as we've talked, I've laid it out here. Clearly I understand. I get why people get bothered. I totally get it. But just think about it. Don't let them do their trickery, their tomfoolery. They're literally playing psychological games with us here. Don't let it happen. Or do. It's kind of fun. Maybe do let it happen. It's up to you. It's your life. I sometimes let it happen. Fuck, it's awesome. Who does it? It can be fun. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'd love you to comment on this discussion. Share your thoughts with me. Do you agree with some, all, or none of what I had to say? If you liked the video, thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down is there too. There you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a wonderful weekend, and until next time, I'll see you later.